Okay, today's tip, real quick one, simple. What is call tracking and how do we use it in marketing? Well, very simply defined. Call tracking is simply having a different telephone number for each marketing channel you do. So we've talked about, you definitely want to source where's your new patient flow coming from? Is it coming from my postcard? Is it coming from my Google ad strategy? How about this marketing funnel for dental implants that I'm doing? How about this other channel over here of my referrals? What about, this health fair that we went to? You can and should use a different telephone number on every piece of promotion that is different. Every marketing channel should have its own telephone number. Now people say, yeah, but Dan, isn't that going to confuse our patients? Well, let me ask you this question right now. Do you have a hairstylist? Great. What's their telephone number? You probably don't know. You probably have to go to your phone and look it up. Do you have an attorney? Sure I do. Great. What's his or her telephone number? You don't remember that. People don't remember phone numbers. Now, will they use that number forevermore and call that number forevermore? Yeah, probably. But at least you know what sort of call traffic you're getting from which channel. Now, how does it work? Well, you sign up for a call tracking service and they will give you 1, 2, 5, 10 numbers. And what I'm going to suggest you do is, of course, these numbers will be forwarded to your main line. And that forwarding process is milliseconds. I mean, it's so fast, nobody would ever notice. A great call tracking service will also record the phone call. So not only do you see how many calls came in from whatever marketing channel, but you can actually listen to what happened when they called. You can determine, is this the right public? Is this the right kind of response that I'm looking for? And how did my team do? Right? It's a great thing. Now, when do we do that? Well, you should have somebody like a new patient coordinator who's reviewing these. And doctor, owner, I'm going to suggest that you sporadically, maybe on the ride home from work, you just pull up, click a couple calls and listen at random just to hear how your team's doing. I think it's a great quality control action to do. Now, a couple additional tips on call tracking and call tracking numbers. I'm going to suggest, now you might have Weave or Addit, and they're going to give you some numbers if you so pay for them, right? Like it's something that you can add on as a service. Sometimes your marketing company, but I'd like you to get numbers that you can keep, meaning if you're no longer with Weave, you're no longer with Addit, you're no longer with this marketing company, you can take those numbers with you. And they should be able to what's called port those numbers over to you, meaning they're going to give you those numbers and now you're going to maintain those numbers and you're going to pay, some negligible monthly cost for those. And when do you get rid of those numbers? Never, ever, ever. Like those are your numbers that you're going to keep. Now you might rotate different marketing campaigns through them because maybe you're not doing this marketing channel anymore. So we're going to switch over to a different channel. But it allows you to keep constant with those numbers so that those numbers never go dead ever, ever, because sometimes people do in fact store your number, my dentist, etc. And you want the people to be able to get you and not have to re-Google you or maybe get the idea that you're not in business anymore because that number doesn't ring through. Okay, now here's another one I often get when I'm covering this subject of call tracking and call recording numbers. Dan, you just mentioned 5 different marketing channels. You mentioned our postcard, our Google ad strategy, a marketing funnel for dental implants, and a health fair, and our website. You should have a call tracking number for your Google business page and your website so you know when that hits. And we don't have all those channels. Yeah, I understand. And this is where some people in dentistry have now progressed and they see marketing's a changing environment and you got to have these marketing channels and you got to track what happens on these marketing channels. And some people are like, well, I've always just kind of used referrals and whatever's organic. And I understand that too. You do need to expand into other marketing channels. And if this subject starts to get a bit overwhelming, oh my gosh, Dan, you just mentioned all these things that we're not doing. Well, just hold your horses a little bit. I understand. What I want you to do is we have a 2-day workshop that gives an overview of what is marketing today. And that 2-day workshop can be done in the comforts of your own practice or your home. And it's pretty inexpensive and it's got a money back guarantee, meaning if you weren't happy with the results of the workshop, either immediately, during, or 6 months after, you're welcome to get your entire fee back. No questions asked. So I'm going to suggest that you click the link down below to get some information on the MGE New Patient Workshop. We're going to tell you all about call tracking, call recording, as well as marketing today. What is it? And listen, if you don't have a new patient coordinator, you don't get out of this one. Somebody's got to do this. Somebody's got to be tracking when patients call in, how many called in, and it's called return on investment, and it's called tracking your return on investment. Now we're going to use call tracking and call recording to help better our marketing efforts. But if you don't have a new patient coordinator, well, then that's going to fall on the next person. And that might be you, office manager. I know you got your hands full. I get it. And doctor, that might be you. Listen, get in there, start listening, start watching. It's going to help. Suggest you do it. And we'll show you at our workshop, if you want to attend our workshop, how to better increase your effectiveness, get some time, and maybe eventually have somebody handle this for you. So I hope that helps clear up what is call tracking, call recording. And if this tip was helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. Appreciate when you do that. And we also suggest that you hit the subscribe button and enable all notifications. That way you learn about when we got more tips, and we do one of these every week for free. Enjoy. So with that, we'll see you on the next one. I hope that helps. Dan Brown out.